Good day, everyone. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you for responding. So, welcome to our virtual training this session. So, our virtual training will focus on how to maximize the resources and the file submission using our Google Drive. The purpose of having this is, of course, to save the file size of our virtual classroom. So, in short, if you have the learning materials such as pre-recorded lecture, then you can upload that to your Google Drive. And then all you need to do is just simply copy, paste the link, the file link to your My Soul account. Okay, so first thing that we should do is, of course, to upload. This is this mode pertaining to the teacher mode. Okay, this is uploading the learning materials from the teacher's perspective. So the first thing you should do is you go to your Silliman email account. So I will just turn off my webcam to see clearly my short demonstration about managing your Google Drive. Okay, can you see now the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is my Silliman email account. So I will just click. Okay, I will just adjust the interface so that you can see clearly what I am talking about. So here we will first navigate our Silliman email account. We go to our Google Drive. So to go to our Google Drive, so you just click the Google Apps, the square dots, and then click the square dots, and then you can see now your drive. So kindly click that icon, the drive icon. So this is now your Google Drive account. So in this part, you need to organize. For instance, uh, instead of instead of downloading or uploading your learning materials directly to the Soul or My Soul, so we just simply use a specific example storage in our Google Drive. So to do that, so this is one step to uh, maximizing the resources by the help of our Google Drive and embed this link to our My Soul account. So first, you need to organize your files. So you will create a folder. So you click the new button icon and then you click the folder. So for instance, so I have here PT12, PT12B. So I will just properly label my folder. So this is a second SEM 2020-2021. So that's my folder name. So you will just simply click the create button, and then here you will see now your newly created folder in your Google Drive. So just click the folder, and then you simply attach. Okay, so now simply attach the files. So to attach, right click, and then it's up to you if you upload the files or upload a folder. So for instance, I will upload a PDF file. So example, you click upload files, and then make sure you know the location of your learning materials. So in my case, I save that in desktop. So Example resources here. This is the PDF version. So I will just click the PDF file format and then click open. And then there is a progress bar. Okay, so you are now done with your first file. Okay, so again, the file could be a document, a spreadsheet, a video, or presentation. So it's up to you how you down upload a specific learning materials of your course. So in this case, how this learning materials will be displayed in our My Soul account. So to do that, so this is PDF, okay? PDF file. So all you need to do first is just right click and then first is click the uh, share button, okay? Click the share button and then here you click the gear, okay, the gear icon, and then you disable the viewers and commenters can see the option to download, print, or copy. So you will disable that, and then that's it. Okay, that's your first step. Okay, and then here, this is now how you will get the URL, okay, or the file link of this PDF. So what we are doing earlier is just simply uh, deactivating the download icon for this part. So all they need to do is just viewing that particular PDF. They cannot specifically download this PDF. So they are just only viewing the PDF. So now we will go to the second step. So which means getting the file link. So right click and then you click the get link. So in getting the link, so you must change the privacy settings of that particular file. So instead of restricted, you change it to Silliman University. So in this case, the requirement of this one, the email address, the domain should be su.edu.ph so that they can view this particular learning material. And then once you change the privacy settings, you just simply copy the link, click the copy link button, and then you click the done. Okay. So again, let's have a recap. So you upload the file. So this is in the form of PDF. The first thing you should do is right click and then click the share icon and then make it sure you click the gear, okay, the gear icon, click the gear icon and make sure you disable the viewers and commenters can see the option to download, print, and copy. So make sure you disable this part. So again, it's up to the teacher of whether this particular file can be downloaded or can be printed or not. And then let's go back and then to our file. And then second step, you will just simply right click and then get link. So in getting the link, change the privacy settings to Silliman University. So which means that all your students is just only the viewer and then you will just simply copy the link button and then click done. So how this particular learning materials be transferred to your MySoul account. So now let's go back to our MySoul account. So here I will open my actual course. So example, subject 1 to 3. Okay, in subject 1 to 3, I will enable now my lesson 1. Okay, so my topic 1, so I will just show my topic 1. I will just edit the title. So for instance, uh, lesson 1, that's the section name. And then here, I will set this one as in the bulb icon. So meaning this will be the landing page once they open my virtual classroom. Okay. So I will just now share my link to the students regarding the Google Drive. So in here, so all you need to do is just simply click the create learning activity. And then you go to your resource. So resource pertaining to the displaying of learning materials. So you need to click the resource, and then here you click the URL. Okay. So instead of having the label, this we will recommend you to use the URL. So this is because this is for the reason that we this is a sort of activities. Okay, track as activities in your virtual classroom. So once you choose the label, so it will not track as activities in your particular virtual classroom. So again, the resource type when getting the Google Drive's link is we will use the URL. Click the URL type as a resource, and then you will name your URL. So the URL this pertaining to the like lesson one. Example, this will be a PDF. Okay. So lesson one. So example, lesson one notes. So again, it's up to you how you properly label your URL type of resource. And then in the external URL, you will just simply right click and then you paste the Google Drive files link. Okay, and then in the description box you can have a sort of overview. For instance, example, we have uh, overview of the lesson or you can place objectives. And then once you have your description, you must click the display description on course page. Okay. And once done, you click the save and return to course. So this will be the overview of your URL resource, having the name of it, and then you have your uh, you have your brief description to it. So in this part, the student will just simply click the lesson one notes in PDF. So once they click it, it will redirect to another tab that shows the that shows the content. Okay. So basically, that's how you maximize your resources in the form of a PDF using your Google Drive. So again, your file, it could be your uh, in this part, this is PDF, so you can also have your or pre-recorded video for your lesson. And then you will just simply copy and paste the link here in the URL resource. So basically, in your virtual classroom, you have a limited storage capacity. So to ensure you don't exceed the limit, so we have one type of strategy that we are going to upload our learning resources to a cloud service just like Google Drive. And then all we need to do is just simply change the privacy settings to Silliman University so that the students can have access to it. And other way is you can have your external video platform such as YouTube, and then you will just simply copy the link of it. And then to maximize other files such as you can use the PDF format or the docs format, DOCX format. This is light version of file. And for the audio part, then you can use the MP3. This is for the smallest file size. So that's how you organize your files in your Google Drive. So questions or clarifications regarding maximizing the resources using Google Drive in your virtual classroom. Questions so far? So
So,
question.
sir,
Oh yes, yes sir.
uh, what is the capacity of the Google Drive that we have?
Actually, say your Google Drive. Okay, you can see the storage. Okay, you can see your storage, and then basically in here, uh, we have one terabytes in our Google Drive.
Mm, sorry, thank you.
Okay, so another clarifications. So announcement regarding the maximizing the resources, it is not advisable that you are going to download your learning materials directly in Seoul, but rather you will use this particular strategy attaching your file in your Google Drive, because the tendency is that it will affect a lot in terms of the loading time or the waiting time or the waiting access of the students regarding your learning materials. So again, you can have it downloaded to a cloud service just like your Google Drive, and then you may upload it to your another external video platform such as YouTube. And then questions or clarifications regarding maximizing resources. So the file is not only limited to document file or PDF, so you can download a spreadsheet, presentation, or video as long as you organize it to your Google Drive. So make sure you create a specific folder to it. So we will just I will just click first our PDF version. Let's see if this will deactivate now the downloading. Okay, there's an icon there, so we need to set up it. So here we go back to our okay, okay. So for this point, since you are the teacher, okay, so in this part you can see the downloading icon, okay? So once you are a student, you cannot see this particular icon, the print and then the download icon, because this is just only for viewing, okay? Because I am now using the teacher mode. So questions or clarifications?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Ah, is it the same kanang estudyante nga mag-submit og assignment sa ilahang mga video
Uh,
activities?
yes, the same
Is
procedure.
the
Yes.
same procedure, but
The same.
sometimes kung ang akong na-experience man ako last semester kay when they submitted their files sa Google Drive, pag open ako na po dili ka open.
Oh, the purpose of having that is this one. If you notice, if the file, okay.
Um,
So we need. They should check it. So I will have a specific demonstration regarding submission of files later. The assignment. So in this part, all they need to do is just click the get link, and then they will just change it, the privacy settings, because by default this is restricted, okay? Once restricted, so basically you cannot open the file, but you will
yes,
request to
we
your
request the
student,
students.
yes, to open the file so that you can retrieve their particular assignment. So but
Um,
in this part, this is the teacher mode, so this is just only for viewing the learning materials. So you will just change it to Silliman University. So if you change that one to anyone with the link, of course they will they can still see if they are using emailing service like Gmail or Yahoo Mail.
mm,
If you change that one to anyone with the link, but later on I will show you the submission of particular assignment with the use of Google Drive link. Okay. Okay,
mm.
ma'am.
Okay, sige sir, thank you.
Okay. So in this particular part, uh, we are just maximizing all of our resources. What type of file? It could be a pre-recorded video. Instead of uploading it directly to our My Soul, we will use our Google Drive, and then we will just simply copy the link. So for example, so in this part we've done with the PDF. So we will proceed with a video. So for instance, so we just again, this is your folder, and then this is your file, and then we will add another file. So we will just upload files, and then make sure you know your location of that particular learning materials. An example here, we have video. This is MP4. So click that video and then open, and then there is a progress bar. Okay, this is your particular video, and then the same steps as you do in lesson 1 PDF. So the first thing you should do is right click and then click the share icon and then click the gear. Make it sure this is just you will disable, okay? Disable the viewers and commenters can see the option to download, print, and copy. You disable it and then you click the done. And then here you just simply right click and then you click the get link and then by default restricted, so change the privacy settings to Silliman University. So all domain in email accounts at the end like su.edu.ph can only see this particular video. So they will just serve as a viewer. And then all you need to do is just click the copy link button and then you click it. You click the done button. And then you go back to your MySol account. And then for instance here, this is another resource. So you will just click the create learning activity and then you go to the resources tab and then you will use the URL type of resource so that it will log as a teacher's activity. Click the URL and then here this is additional example. This will be the lesson 1 video presentation. So make it sure that your label in your URL type of resource should be specify clearly or you state clearly the label. And then you will just simply control V or right click and then paste. This will be the link from your Google Drive. And then if you have description, then you can have here, so example, you have your specific instructions. Since you have your instructions in your description box, then you will click the display description on course page. And then you will click the save and return to course. So the student will now just click this uh, particular particular URL or particular clickable. So this is lesson 1 video presentation. And then they will see now your video. Again, you can see the copy and then we have here the other option because you are in your account, your own account. Okay. So questions or clarifications before we will proceed with the assignment. Questions or clarifications? Okay, none so far. So in this part, again, the purpose of having this first part, this is just to ensure that you will limit the storage capacity of your virtual classroom so that it will not affect a lot in terms of the loading time or the waiting time to access your learning materials. So you will just simply copy the Google Drive link and paste it in the URL resource in your MySoul. So,
Clarification, please.
uh,
Hello,
uh,
clarification.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I just read in your chat box that this billboard training is recorded
Yes, yes,
in your YouTube because
yes.
you know as a first timer, this sounds Greek to me.
Uh-uh.
So
Yes,
it takes a practice,
yes.
because if you just watch your training, you cannot I cannot just get it instantly.
Okay, sir.
It needs a practice.
Okay, sir.
So I am not so techy.
Uh,
Yeah,
no need to worry, sir, because we will, again, as I said, this is recorded, so we will just post it in YouTube. But
yeah,
again,
yeah.
we will entertain questions before we will proceed to the next part.
Okay,
Okay.
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 Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
thank you.
So this again, the steps that I am showing you is just basically uh, minimizing the file size or file storage in your virtual classroom so that you will not have a problem in terms of loading or waiting time of displaying your learning materials. So now we will proceed to the creation of assignment or assessment. So for example, you have here assessments, okay, assessment section, and then this will be your assignment, okay? So in here, so you have the assignment. So you have task one, example ICT reflection, and then here this will be your general instruction. So here you have your general instruction, and then we will incorporate now the Google Drive file link. So the student will just copy and paste the Google Drive's file link here. So for example, this will be the instructions like note to students, upload your tasks to your cloud service just like your Google Drive that we are showing earlier, the steps, how to upload a particular file. And then we change it to privacy settings to Silliman University so that we can see now the file. So in this part, this will be the a short demo for the students how to access that particular file. So this will be their file requirement. So their file name, and then we have here we have their PDF file format. For this case, as a teacher's side, so we are going I will going to demo regarding this particular assignment. Okay, so to do this one, okay, so all you need to do is, for example, if you have a assessment section, then you can place your assessment here. But on the other hand, if you want to have your assessment done by particular topic, like example lesson one, so you will click your lesson one. For example, this will be my lesson one, and then I will add another activity that is in the form of assignment. So all you need to do with regards to assignment format, okay, assignment format to minimize the file size, we will use the Google Drive link for our students. So to do that, we will create an assignment first as a teacher. So we will click the create learning activity, and then we will just click the activities and then assignment. Click the assignment, and then here you specify your assignment name or assignment label. So example, this will be activity activity 1. So about introduction to uh, ICT. So example here. And then you will just copy your, you will just encode your description or your instruction. So in my case, I just simply copy my instruction. Like in this part, I'll just state my uh, the content of that particular activity, and then this will be the steps. Just copy and paste the Google Drive's file link here. Okay, and then we have here note to students, and then the file requirement that we are accepted. So if you have your description, so see to it that you click the display description on course page, and then you will set now the due date. So for instance, we have example we have here like January 30. So January 30 is the due date, and then now we will access now the assignment settings, the visibility, the availability. So we will allow the submission by 27, and then remind me to grade. This is for the teacher. So it's up to you if you enable or you disable. So in my case, I will disable the reminder option. And then all of your assignments should be, the submission types should be online text. So disable the file submission, because in online text, so all you need to do is just simply knowing the file link. So that pertains to their Google Drive. So they will just copy and paste the file link in a online text, or specifically that pertains to the text editor. And then we click the feedback types. So automatically it's annotate PDF. And then the submission settings. So requires students to click the submit button. So we will change that one to yes. Okay, there is a button, so required student to click the submit button. And then the group submission, so it's up to you if it is done by group or not. And then we have the grade. Okay, so how the highest possible score of that particular assignment, so example 50. And then we have the grade category. This pertains to your grade book. So for example, this is pertaining to this particular component, and then done. Okay, so basically what I am showing you is just simply set up an assignment. So you have the name of the assignment, the details of the assignment, the due date, and then the availability of the assignment. And then again here, the important thing is the submission types must be changed to online text. Okay, that is pertaining to the text editor, wherein they can just simply copy and paste the Google Drive's file link. And then you have the feedback type, so that's annotate PDF. And lastly, you're going to change is the submission settings. So required students to click the submit button. So change that one to yes. So this is an individual assignment activity. So once you're done, you click the save and return to course. So this is now the overview of your assignment. So you have your assignment one, and then you have here your instructions, and then you have your due date. So to see now the side of the student, so all we need to do is, again, we are in our MySoul account, so we will shift role to student. So click the gear icon, and then we will scroll down and then switch role to our normal role is teacher, so we will switch role to student. What will be the view of the student regarding your uh, particular activity? So this will be the view of the students regarding your activity. So activity one, once they click it, so here they will just click the add submission, and then here all they need to do is just simply copy and paste the uh, Google Drive file link. So example here in my Google Drive. So for instance here, I downloaded a specific video. So for instance, for my students, so all they need to do is just simply click the video and then right click, the same step as we do earlier, the the lesson one PDF and then uh, the video part. So again, we will just click the in this part. This is the student view. So the student will just simply click the get link, and then they must change it to Silliman University so that you can view their assignment. Okay, and then they will just simply copy the link and then click the done. So in this part, they will just simply right click and then paste. So this will be the Google Drive file link based from your assignment requirement. And then here, save changes button. And then here in this part, the status for this one is draft. So all they need to do, if this particular link is final, so all they need to do is just simply click the submit assignment. Okay. Once click the submit assignment, it will go to the next page, the confirmation for the submission. If they click continue, so they agree that that is the final output. So click continue, and then they cannot alter or change their link. So basically, that's how the student will submit or will respond to your activity. So take note that all assignment feature in my Silliman, so we will minimizing the file size by using our Google Drive. So don't worry, because again, we will have a video tutorial for students how they will submit a particular assignment that needs to have a Google Drive link or file link. So we will have a sort of uh, a video tutorial regarding that one. So do you have questions or clarifications? So this is the view of the student uh, regarding your virtual classroom. Questions or clarifications?
Hello, sir.
Uh, yes, sir.
Um, regarding the grading, okay, are we discussing that today? How
Grading.
to
Grading
how,
the assignment, sir.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay. So, sige, sir. So in this part, okay, since here we just simply demo how to particularly have the assignment in the teach we only switch role as a student, so now we will do it by another account. So for example, student account. Okay, so here, so for example, I will open my student account. So here I will just open. Okay, so for instance, this will be the student's perspective regarding your assignment. So they will just simply click, and then they will just go to a uh, particular SU email account. So make it sure that you will instruct your student to open the Gmail or your SU email account in this part, because once you click the URL type of resource, so example lesson 1 notes, so it will redirect to that particular email of your students. So for instance here, I will just repeat the steps, okay? So example here, activity 1, this is the My Soul Kid. So example, this will be the student. So I will just add submission, and then I will just click the paste, okay? This side, this will be the student side, and then they will just simply save changes. And then save changes. If they are satisfied with their particular output, then they will submit as final, and then click continue. So in this part, this will be the student part. So here, I will now proceed with the grading in my teacher, okay, perspective in this particular subject. So I will just click the gear icon and then return to my normal role as a teacher. And then I can see that I have one submission. So I will click the submission. And then here I can see the link. Okay. So all you need to do is you just it's up to you if you right click and then open in a new window. Okay. So you have now their output. Okay. But if you want to have this one, you click the grade. Okay. But still you can still access the link also. So you can open it by just simply right click and then open in a new window. And then here, you just simply input now the grades out of 50. So for example, 45. So that's your grading regarding their output. So you need to watch that particular uh, submission, and then you grade it. And then you click the save changes button. And then you go back to your assignment. And then you will see here that view all submission. You'll see now the grade of your student, 45 out of 50. So that's how you grade your uh, your assignment requiring a Google Drive file link.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
But do we need to manage first the grade book?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You need to
Are we
manage the
going to tackle that today? How
uh,
to manage the grade book?
for managing the grade book, sir.
It's done. Not
So we will have another session for that, sir, regarding
ano?
Okay,
managing.
okay.
Okay, the grade book.
Because I have a different
Different.
criteria.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And I don't know how to where does that assignment goes
Okay,
to the
so
criteria.
okay,
So
so
thank you,
in
sir.
this,
Thank you.
okay, so in this part, before you will do your assignment, make it sure that you set up the grade book. So to know it of this particular assignment to what particular component, so you will just scroll up and then click the gear icon, and then you click the
Okay.
gradebook setup, and then here you will see now your activity, okay, in the gradebook. So particularly we have a pre-recorded video regarding the gradebook in your My Soul training course for college. So we have that particular short demonstration regarding the gradebook setup. Okay, so questions so far regarding maximizing
Sir,
resources. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
hmm.
Question, ma'am.
Since uh, katong sa last portion gani na text and files, ang imo ang i-click instead katong pagkuhan sa students nga nahimo siyang text file instead of katong
Ah,
file a folder
okay.
or file.
Uh, File
So ang may
submission
tabo ana sir,
types.
ang may tabo ana submission time. Ang may tabo
Ah,
ana is I can still edit and feedback to the students kay kung text diretso mo dayon ka sa Google Drive, di ba?
yes, yes, yes.
Pag-grading na ba? Pag-grading.
Sa pag-grading na siya, ma'am,
Okay,
okay?
can you go back to the grading?
Okay. If you want to have example, you have a feedback, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
You have feedback. Okay. So for instance here, this is the assignment. This is the teacher mode. So you
Sige,
will change,
i-click
okay,
ng
the pencil
submitted.
icon, and then all you need to do if you want to have a feedback in text, so you will just click the feedback comments if you have a general
Okay.
comments to it
Pwede ra.
regarding that particular video.
So pwede ra.
Yes. Yes. And then here you have here this one. uh Again, you disable the
Text.
file submission, and then you have only the online text. So in this part, so you will just click the save and return to course. Okay, so we will just give the feedback for our student submission. So we will click the submission.
Ito na.
So for example, see My Soul Kid. So I will just click the grade, and then we have here the grade. Okay, 45. So based from your uh, clicking the Google Drive, okay, right click and then open in a new tab. So you can see their particular output, watch it, or read it based on the different file format. We have the points out of 50, and then you can specify the feedback. Example, uh, nice output. So example, this is just only example.
So,
uh,
so dili
Nice.
kuan sir.
Yes, ma'am. Question, ma'am.
Yes, you can do that, but last time, pwede man, di ba, ana gid ko sa
Yes.
file, like for
uh,
example, ana
uh,
ko,
so in this part, ma'am,
I can,
the feedback types is we use the two options. We have to annotate PDF. So in annotating the PDF, then you can also place feedback there. So like example, you have here comment, this one, a particular comment. Okay.
oh, dira.
Okay.
Yes. So,
So
pwede ra gyapon.
example, yes, pwede
The
Japon,
students can
ma'am.
see it.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay,
Like
sige.
Hello, and then you save and changes. So you have the two feedback. So it will be the text part, like feedback comments. So again, here you can have the plain text or you can add a picture to it. Or in this part, this will be the annotate PDF where they can see the feedback of the teacher.
Yes, like mo comments
Yes, yes. And then
per paragraph or for example.
and all you the teacher's option now is just save and show next if there's uh
Another
next
one, okay.
submission. Yes, another one. And then for the student view, okay, so we will just refresh. So the view of the student, so they will see now the feedback available. This is the student side. So if they click the feedback available, then they they will show the feedback, okay, feedback comments, your text, okay, or the view annotate PDF or the comments, okay. So you have two feedback option. You have here the feedback comments, and then you have the annotate PDF comment.
Mm, okay, okay.
Okay, so that's the view of
Sige, sige.
the student. So questions or clarifications? Questions or clarifications? Uh, Sir, ma'am, do you have questions?
Okay na po sir, thank you.
Okay, thank
Believe sa
you.
po.
Okay, see, thank you, ma'am. So basically, to sum up with our virtual training, so the purpose of having this one, this is to, okay, to limit the storage capacity of your virtual classroom. Uh, this is to prevent from the loading time, and then for the accessing time regarding your learning materials, and then the submission of your assignment. So instead of uploading directly the file to your assignment activity, they will just simply copy and paste their Google Drive file link to your assignment activity. So in short, you, you t- the usage of the Google Drive. So they will now activate their Google Drive, or they make use of their Google Drive for the submission. So again, in submission part, so in their Google Drive, they should uh, make a specific folder, example for a particular subject, and then they will just simply attach the files for those. Again, that is one a step in organizing courses effectively in your virtual classroom. So that is to prevent the loading time and then the file storage. And the other type is if you want to have your audio files, make it sure you convert it to a file format .mp3, because that is the smallest file version for audio. And then you make use of your other external, okay, external video platforms such as YouTube. So that's it. So thank you very much for attending this virtual training. So do you have questions? Questions, Sir Brilliantes?
And so far, sir, but the grading part, sir, I really need some siguro. Uh, I really
Uh,
need some help on
uh,
how to have the the grading sheet.
okay, sir. So you can, okay, I will just uh, paste my email, okay, for further clarification or instruction regarding particular topics in your uh, My Soul training course.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. So here in your chat box, I place my email. So for this is for your questions or clarifications regarding the topics for our virtual training. So, Ma'am Banlat, do you have question, Ma'am? Uh, Sir Saldivar?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay, okay, Ma'am. Do you have questions, Ma'am?
Um, Pag-start pa ko, I have to start from the from the introduction and all, setting my virtual classroom.
Uh-uh.
Um, with regards to edit section, is this wala na ni siya
Ang
sa
as in,
introduction.
sa introduction, Ma'am. Sa introduction, this will be the default section, Ma'am. So wala siya, Ma'am.
Wala
Sa
na ni siya.
introduction, oo, wala siya.
And
So,
then for the announcements, do we
ang
have any pre-recorded something or files for announcements?
for announcement, Ma'am, we have in our My Soul. See, I will just open, Ma'am, the link. Okay.
Okay.
In this part, you can see your My Soul training course in the 2020 tab. So example, this is the My Soul training course for teachers. So this is under 2020 tab. And then here, so this will be, do you have a virtual training course for teachers, Ma'am?
I think so.
Okay,
I check.
okay,
Yes.
okay. And then we have here the series of demonstration regarding navigating and creating your virtual classroom.
Okay.
Ah, and then we have also the for the newly hired faculty, and then the steps. And then we have here the day two. As this will be a video format and then the text format.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you have questions, and then I place there my email address, so you may refer it. Thank you. Sir Gabas, do you have questions?
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, Sir Sahid?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
I did that training for because I am a newly hired teacher.
Uh,
So I am still learning the ropes of
okay.
all this. So how can I will just email you or
You can email me, sir. Do you have your Soul account already, sir?
I have.
Okay. Uh, do you have your My Soul training course, sir, already?
No, I don't have so
Okay.
far. And I'm
Sige, sir.
supposed to start my class
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay. So I will just enroll you, sir.
Yes, they still because all this nitty gritty, the grading
Okay.
system, quiz type, essay type. So
Okay.
I need guidance on that.
Okay, sir.
So anyway, your
Okay.
email is in the
Yes.
chat now.
Yes, I have an email, and then you are enrolled in my soul training course. So
Yes.
regarding for the grading part, we have it here in our day one. This is managing the gradebook for college. So we
Yeah.
have a pre-recorded video to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can I access that one?
Yes, sir.
Pre-recorded video.
Yes, you can access this My Soul Training course, sir, in the 2020 tab. Did you see it, sir?
My sort training course for
Ah,
teachers.
ah,
But I can see it now.
you can't, sir.
No, I can. How
In the
table of
20,
contents. Yes,
okay, in the 2020 tab, sir.
2020 tab. That,
And then you will see here the My Soul Training course for teachers.
there. Yeah, I
Okay,
can see it. Yes,
okay, sir. Sige,
my
sir.
son. Okay, thank
Ah,
you.
thank you, sir. And then, so I guess that ends our virtual training again. So you may refer for questions. So just email my account. Okay. So thank you very much once again for attending this virtual training.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Goodbye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Okay,
See you next time. Hear you
see you
next
next.
time.
Yes.
Okay.